Andrew.
Hey, bro. All right, talk to us.
Bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. They held me down and they made me watch little kids get raped. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Where?
Bro, they fucking took me to the fucking woods, bro, and they fucking tied. I'm not fucking joking, bro. I have fucking proof, bro. I don't give a fuck. Bro, I fucking will show you every fucking video you could ever fucking believe. Bohemian Grove is real. They fucking tied me down and they made me fucking watch, dog. I absolutely don't give a fuck anymore. Yes, I fucking lost it. They're raping little kids.
He doesn't want to take us all, so let's go. Come on, Ryan. He doesn't
Damn.
want to take us.
Come on, fuck this guy.
Bro, fuck this dude, dude.
Who? You
Bro,
do know
you know the higher elites, bro. You already know who they are, bro.
No, you know what?
you know the path
Andrew.
you're going down is dangerous, my friend. That's
I
what
don't
I'm
give
worried
a
about.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. They can't touch me. I'm a god.
Well, that's the first point of contention because I care about you a lot, and I can assure you from my own personal experience that they can touch you, which is the
Bro,
worst part
no,
about
they
it.
can't, bro. All right, so come touch me, you fucking bitch.
You have proof of these things. You have proof of this on your phone?
Yes, of course I do. The fuck you talking about? Of course. If Alex could get a fucking video from the Bohemian Grove, of course I could.
Well, I have to be careful what I say because I'm in the middle of a judicial process right now.
You want me to get you out of it? I can help
Well,
you.
bro, my door gets kicked
Funny.
in if I say what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I can help you get out of it if you want. I know people.
It's like, where was he when he was in there?
I know, right?
Tell everyone at home then. Start from the beginning. When did this happen? Where did this happen? What exactly did you see? Why have you tweeted the things you've tweeted? Let people at home understand you a little
Because
bit.
I don't give a fuck, bro. They raped me, right?
Damn.
I was 2 years old. They raped me. I have proof of that too. That's where it all started, bro.
It's crazy.
Okay?
You do know there's going to be certain people who believe, and I'm Ryan. You know I like you. We've been speaking for years. You know there's going to be people who believe you're just saying this because you've, I don't know, had a mental breakdown or taken drugs and you're repeating some of the things you've said on the internet. And
Guess
so
what?
they're going to not believe you unless you come
Give
at
me
it
the
very
drug test then,
coherently.
Andrew, I'll go to fucking Romania and take a drug test in front of your face.
Bro, you don't want to come here. you don't need Romanian jail. It's bad for your fight camp. But
anyways, I think you got the point, right?
Yeah, I honestly want to know, what does Andrew Tate think? Like, does he believe him? Is he skeptic? You know, like, I don't know.
I think, to be honest, I will say he does believe him because he knows exactly how these elite people operate between them.
Well, yeah. I mean, of course, we know that these things do go on, right? We do know these things do go on. But what I mean is, does he believe he is going through this, like, motion of just blasting them out? Or does he believe that he's going through, like, an episode?
I think
and saying these things because he's going through an episode. And if he wasn't going through, like, a certain episode because of drugs, because of whatever, he wouldn't say it. You know, some people normally wouldn't say things when they're sober, you know?
I think, to be honest, maybe he believed him 70-30. You know, the end of the day, before you believe anybody, you have to see proof, especially this time we live in right now. Everything fake. Everybody want to jump on some kind of like wave to be famous, you know, be a clout chaser and stuff like that. So I think he does believe him 70%. He does not believe him 30%. He was like, look, one day he might stop, you know, and he will say, yo, I was just kidding, you know? And I won't be surprised if he said that too, you know? So at the end of the day, you can't believe anything you see in social media, on YouTube or anything. I mean, that's me. Do you believe anything you see on social media and stuff like that?
Not anything, but for the most part, there's like certain what people want to call, conspiracy theories. I do believe some of them, just because, kind of like, if you recall a previous episode that we did, and you said, things don't come out of nothing. There's always like a baseline for something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'm a skeptic.
Yeah, no, that's very true. So yeah, you guys can not believe anything you guys see on social media, 100%. Well, anyways, let's do our intro like always. Welcome, guys, to the Myndscape podcast. My name is Anas with my co-host and wife,
Candy.
Yeah, it's been a long time we haven't did the special intro.
Yeah.
So yeah, today we want to talk about Ryan Garcia. He's the champion boxing. A lot of people know him. If you guys don't know him, just go and Google his name and his name on social media, or Google whatever you guys get to know him. So basically, he, just like you guys heard, he made some extreme claims, something that happened to him, and they held him down to watch little kids get ripped, and even they did something to him when he was 2 years old. I don't think so he remembers that because he's too young.
I mean, you don't know. Trauma is a hell of a thing.
You think so? 2 years old, you can't remember exactly what happened?
Personally, my earliest memory is at 3 years old.
Okay. Yes, I don't know. I think it's a little bit too young to remember that, in 2 years old. But I mean, I'm not an expert when it comes to remembering, but I'm just thinking again, the memory. I don't know. I cannot remember anything in 2 years old. Maybe like 3 and up. I think around 3 when I start. Kind of like remember something that I have done or something happened to me or whatever maybe. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna be talking what's our opinion, because everybody's jumping on it. They are saying, Ryan losing it. Ryan, he's on drugs. Ryan. A lot of people, because he has one of the biggest fights coming soon with Devin Haney. And again, so because it's like a month or so from now, in April 28th, 20th, somewhere in there. And so it's like 6 weeks from now or 5 weeks from now, the fight is going to happen. So a lot of people are saying, oh, he's doing it because, it's a marketing strategy, make more drama and make more money and stuff like that, right? That is possible, especially now these days. They do anything to make more money, to be more famous and stuff like that, right? Look, he's doing it from the marketing point of view, that so it can help him make a whole lot of money because he has what they call it, gambling addiction.
Interesting.
So a lot of people are coming out, they're saying, he own he's a part of it, or he own a company actually that I found in his page, gambling, right? So he does a lot of gambling. He lost a lot of money. He made 30 million last year from the Gervonta Davis fight, one of the biggest fight so far, he made 30 million of that. So a lot of people are saying he lost a lot of money, when it comes to gambling and everything. But anyways, what do you think about his claim that, he got held down and made him watch, and he got ripped when he was 2? Just forget about when he got, he got molested, whatever, when he was 2. Just let's focus on, him, got held down and watched. Because I don't know how much I can believe that just because he's 2 years old. Only if his mom saw that or his dad, whatever.
You know, when it comes to that, there's so many different scenarios that can come into play. It could be something where it was actually age 4 and he thinks it's 2. It's age 3 and he thinks it's 2.
Oh, I see.
He's trying to make it seem more dramatic, but that doesn't mean it never happened, you know? It's a touchy subject. You know what I mean? It's sad. But anyways, what do I think about him being held down? I wouldn't doubt it. You know, you see a lot with these elites in their circle. If, you know, if John does something bad, you know, they'll have Kim over there do something bad too, so she doesn't snitch on John.
Yeah.
Right? And then if William over here witnessed that, you know, he becomes a liability. So what do? They force Will to do something. So then he becomes part of it and he's not a liability anymore. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how they kind of get everyone involved in a way, and that's how everyone becomes part of these things.
Everybody need to get their hand dirty, so all of us need to be washed.
Similar to the Jeffrey Epstein case, right? Where they blackmail people to do certain stuff to cover for certain people. So it's definitely a possibility, I think. I wouldn't doubt it if it's true, you know? We all know those kind of things do exist.
Yeah. So what do you think about, you know, they got him held down?
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't doubt it if it's true.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. I thought you still making a point about him being 2 + 4.
No, I'm saying that maybe he witnessed something or he knows something he's not supposed to know.
Yeah.
And he's a liability. So they need him to be a part of something in order for him not to snitch.
Okay, so do you think maybe it has something to do with a lot of people saying addiction, drugs, this and that, you know? I understand, you know, we're not an angels, so if he does something behind closed doors, that's
of course,
on him.
We're no one to judge. Yeah. That's also a possibility. It does seem that way sometimes based off the way he speaks and the certain things that he says.
Yeah.
You know, his behavior definitely seems that way. I've seen what drug abuse can do to you firsthand. I've seen it, you know, and that's definitely a possibility. And I do wish him well if that's the case. I do wish he recovers and things get better for him. Now, although if that's not the case, right? Or maybe even if it's a mixture of both, but there's a whole lot of truth in the whole Bohemian Grove scenario. This is my question that I kind of thought about, and maybe you can answer it for me, you know, because I don't really keep up to date with him.
Yeah, I'm an expert. Go ahead.
So the latest update based off a little snippet that I heard is he's trying to make this movement. He's trying to promote this fight in favor of saving these kids. Awesome, right? Cool. If you remember last year when Sound of Freedom came out, there's this huge movement.
Yeah.
In, you know,
we were one of the very first one watched the movie, huh?
And you know, there was this huge movement behind that movie, a lot of awareness. Where was he then? Where was he then trying to promote this, trying to push this agenda, trying to save these kids? Why is this coming to light now? I mean, granted, we've all known for a very long time that these things do happen where people take advantage of kids, unfortunately, especially the elites, especially celebrities, etc. But why is it until now that he's joining this movement? It's never too late, but I'm just wondering, why is he now going, public about it?
Yeah. So I'm trying to look. I think Ryan Garcia.
And granted, Sound of
Tank
Freedom came out,
Davis.
I believe, in 4th of July last year.
Yeah. So, okay. Hold on.
Is it that
I'm thinking about. Okay. You see, this is exactly what I was thinking. Can you see the date right here? Right. April 2022. 2023, when Jovante and Garcia and Ryan Garcia they fought, right? So here when he made the 30 million, right? So 2 months, right, to July, so parties, having a good time and everything. And he said that the fight, it didn't affect him, right? But I believe it did. Because especially when you are winning for so long, then you get one of the biggest fights, you lose. Even he claimed that Jovante, basically he tied him down because of the diet and hydration, training or whatever, treatment. Basically he was so weak, blah blah blah, to perform pretty good fight. That's why he lost. But still, in people's eyes, you lost that fight. And and if you've been winning for so long, that loss is gonna affect you mentally and stuff like that, right? So he claimed recently, he was depressed for so long, and this time it was no good at all. You know what I'm saying? So he was going some really bad timing with his depression, and now he's talking a little bit about it, right? So I'm thinking here two things, okay? So that loss with Jovante affected him so bad, right? And he started just drinking, smoking, doing all crazy stuff, and being, partying and all that. And probably during those 2 months, he got in, because when you are in that evil environment of drinking and everything, what is gonna lead you to those elite people, especially when you have 30 million, and gambling and everything, is gonna have those connections of people that have connection with the what is called that island again?
Bohemian Grove.
A Bohemian Grove, right? Then you're gonna be going those kind of places, or with those kind of people that they are involved in those kind of things, right? And I believe that time probably where he got hit with this situation in his face, and now finally he kind of like, oh my God, what just happened? Now he want to make a big deal out of it, right? So
hearing you talk about how he went through this depression last year. Again, I don't know much about him. Maybe you can answer this for me. Do you think last year played a huge role in his divorce? Because I heard that he recently just got divorced, right? Not too long ago.
I would say a little bit part of it. I think divorce usually it doesn't be it gets created like over time, not like so quick, right?
I mean, people can change in as little as 2 to 6 months.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely. I think it has
someone can decide and be like, you know what, this is not the life I want to live. I see you became a different person, and I don't know if we can go back from this.
Absolutely. I believe so. I believe so. I think it has a huge part of it because you're depressed, you lost, kids. He has kids also, so I think it has to do with it a lot. But I think at the same time, definitely there is some previous issues that he was going in his relationship. But I think that's kind of like it helped in a way, depression and everything to get to that conclusion so fast, a little bit, to divorce, and obviously when you get divorced, especially when someone that you had kids with, right, it's not gonna be easy on you mentally. It's gonna damages you even more, and and you gotta deal with it for so long to get better, right? So that's part of it too. His mental health was not that great for a while, and a lot of people are saying he's still not, but again, there is no really proof for it. Besides, a lot of people are watching the way he was acting before and now and this and that. Again, guys, like, you gotta understand, last year or 2 years ago he was 24, 23 years old. Now he's 25. Tomorrow is gonna be 26. So the guy, he's getting older. Of course, he's the way how he was talking and in everything is gonna change. And now he start making millions instead, hundreds of thousands of dollars, right?
I mean,
That
don't
changed
don't
a
forget
lot.
though also that
Money changed people too,
money does change people.
Yeah.
But also know that people will act a certain way just to get to the money, or will act a certain way in front of a camera. And then, they're obviously someone completely different off camera.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It could be that we're finally seeing the real Ryan.
That's what he claimed.
Right?
He claimed
it could be that we're finally seeing the real Ryan.
That's true.
And all these years,
That's
what
true.
what the public has seen is a facade. It's not the real Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. He said that also. He said that this is actually me. This is the way how I like to talk. This is like the way how I like to.
I mean, you witness it firsthand with me. Monday or Thursday, Tuesday through Thursday, you get work candy, and
absolutely
every other day you get like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
It's
yeah. Anyways,
it's hard to tell.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, we just again, my last thought about Ryan. I like him as a boxer. I think he's very sharp kid. He has a lot of potential to become one of the biggest stars when it comes to boxing and stuff like that. Again, but he need to be, very dedicated his life into sport to make that happen, because there is a lot of other sharp people also, like Devin Haney. He's one of the champions right now. Now again, this fight is gonna determine, I think, whoever lost this fight, this is not the end of it. I think still will come a lot of more fights to build your career again and become one of the champions. But again, like I said, I like him as a fighter. I think right now he start talking the way I think saying the truth always great. It doesn't matter how much money you make or whatever, whoever trying to pay you, always say the truth. It never hurt. It hurts, but it never will kill you. Maybe it will kill you, but at the end of the day, it's good for you. It doesn't kill your soul.
It's what they say. The truth will set you free.
It set you free, absolutely. But yeah, so I like him as a fighter. I think he has a lot of potential. He's very sharp and stuff like that. Yeah, I have nothing against him or anything like that.
Do you think that these allegations against the Bohemian Grove and against the elites or whatever, I don't know, has he mentioned any specific person yet, or
He
just
said he has a proof, but he
hasn't released like a specific name.
yeah,
No
yeah.
name dropping yet.
Absolutely.
Do you think that these allegations will ever be investigated, or if there's ever going to be something more behind these allegations, or do you think people are just going to kind of like forget about it?
I'm not sure. I think, to be honest, I think it's hard to say, but I think because this subject talked with Andrew Tate, I think this situation is gonna grow more than a lot of people think. So if he's joking with it, just using it for marketing strategy and bring eyeballs, I think it's gonna come and hunt him down still. You know what I'm saying? I think this, especially now when you say certain things on social media, from small things will grow so fast like a disease, and then it will literally spread like a crazy. It's already been.
There's no going back.
Now anytime I go to YouTube, it literally, at least I will, the algorithm would bring me like a different videos to watch about Ryan and stuff like that. So it's hard sometimes coming back from it. But anyways, I want to cut this a little bit short, guys. Like I said, I don't have nothing against him. I wish him the best luck if he's not feeling well as far mental health or whatever. I wish him the best. Sometimes you have to find God, and he said he's God, and who Jesus King, whatever. You gotta find the truth God, not whatever God that you might think he's God. That he's the only one will set you free forever. And I don't have nothing against him. I wish him the best luck. So I'm gonna ask you this last question so we can move on, okay? Who you think will win, David Haney, or Ryan Garcia? And don't forget, David Haney, he's a Muslim.
You just kind of mentioned that. It's hard to say. I mean, I wish them both the best, but as a Muslim, I don't want to sound like a hater, but I low-key wish. I just wish that Haney gets whatever he needs in order for him to retire and move on and become a better Muslim, because I feel like that's every Muslim, that's what we desire, right? To become better.
Absolutely.
And more strict in our faith.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's all I can say. I wish him the best. If it'll benefit him to lose or to win in order for him to retire and
winning or losing is
follow
winning,
Islam.
Yeah, winning or losing is not up to us. And of course, if you ask me who you want to win, I will say David Haney. Not David Haney. Absolutely, because I'm a Muslim and he's Muslim, so I will prefer him win. And he's actually dedicated his life and his time to train hard, and you know what I'm saying. He's not like Ryan. He's more like a social media star in a way. He's very active, making YouTube videos on this and that. David Haney is just all he knows, training.
So are you saying that Haney's professional in his line of work and Ryan's more of a, I don't know, clout chaser? Is that?
Well, I think he's both. Yeah, he want to be famous, and he still, I think he'd still work hard and stuff like that. Absolutely. It's just one guy he does both, and one guy all he does is training and stuff like that. Yeah, I wish him the best, both of them. I will choose David Haney. I will wish him, wish he would win, just because, like I said, I don't know the guy either. I know him a little bit as a boxer and stuff like that, but nothing against with both of them. But I want David Haney just because he's Muslim and I'm Muslim. I gotta support the brothers, of course.